DIY solar generator, DIY solar generator built, DIY solar generator on wheels, right there. So guys, this is what I've been doing, setting up all the system, and you can see. So I got a bus bar, it's already on, both positive, negatives here. The battery is going to be connecting there, and working my way all the way, trying to set up the charge controller. Yeah, this is the Midnight Kid by Mario. Midnight Solar Kid by Mario. So see, this is a 10 gauge wire, but one thing about the Kid is a good machine, but the Kid is a tough cookie. It's really hard to deal with. What I meant by dealing with, the terminals are so small. It's good they improve this one old Kid thing for the classics, the bigger ones, but it's a pain. So it's a 30 amp. So 30 amp, you can use a 10 gauge wire, or sometimes people can use a 12 gauge wire. But it's so tiny, it's hard for 10. These are PV wires, okay? It's a 10 gauge. It's really tough. It's really tough. And one thing that scared me about the PIP is right there. It's in the in-between, because if you have those little strands, let me show you, like, look at that little strands on the carpet right there. See them when you cut the wires? Those ones, if they accidentally touch each other, that's gonna be a big problem. I don't want that. I was thinking about soldering it, but when you solder it again, maybe it's gonna be too much. It's way too thick, and you're gonna end up in so much trouble as well, because it's not gonna fit into the terminals. These terminals are really flimsy or really small, and you don't want to put too much pressure. So what I came up with, I want to use one of the thing I cut from the insulation from the rubber, from the wire. So I'm gonna put it in between here, trying to stick it in between, so that just to separate the wires. There's gonna be a separation. But am I pleased with that? Am I gonna settle with it? It's scary, and I don't like little terminals. That's why charge controllers, inverters, has to be really bigger inputs instead of tiny ones, and it makes the job easier. So that's the only bad thing I'm about to say about the Kid. That's a dislike. I'm not saying bad, it's a dislike. I know a lot of you guys have your own opinions about stuff, but so this is the DIY generator on the wheels right here, JwSolar USA, with the Volkswagen e-Golf. And if you haven't seen the videos, please go back and see them. And there's the specification of each batteries. I have 4 modules right here, 2 in parallel and 2 in parallel series. So 75 amp hours, which is a 543 watt hours. So parallel right here is 150, 75, 75, 75, 75, and I'm gonna series this, then it's gonna be a 12 volt. Okay, all right, like and subscribe, jwSolar USA. Thanks for watching. So we're getting there with the project, nice and slowly. And after that, I'm gonna give you the video where I'm gonna be mounting the charge controller on the frame right there. Like and subscribe. Bye for now. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I already set up the charge controller. It's already closed. See, I put a strain relief right there. So you need that, so you don't want to yank your wires, since the charge controller is very compact, smaller. So this is what I've done, and I'm gonna leave these MC4 connectors. This is where the solar is going to be coming in, and this one is going to be for the battery. Okay, I got to put the ring terminals on these ones. And what I'm trying to do right now, this thing right here, the cover, is going to be this cover. I'm going to mount the charge controller here. I already drilled the holes, remember? And these other sides here, these are all the other stuff that used to be here. And I decided, you know, I removed them instead of removing them, painting them. And now it's like it has like a white stuff like that, so I have to go back and do it. So I have some kind of little bit thing to put in between here on the holes, so that I can like a stands or little pegs, you know. And it's gonna set up this way, and make sure it's gonna be incorporated this way on them, and just to cover the screw that is going through there, and it's more safety. And like, it's not suspending the charge controller at all, but it just makes it look a little bit decent. And the screw is gonna, or bolt is gonna go through right there. But probably for me, trying to be more, some people say perfectionist, is gonna be kind of a little bit tacky for me. I want to see if I can paint this one, spray it to be black, so I can get black ones. But you guys have seen the video. I showed you one of the videos when I pick up some of this stuff, the bushing, the suspension for charge controllers, inverters. I mentioned on that video. So guys, this is how it's gonna be. Make sure that if I have to throw one of these guys in here, okay, so it's gonna be just like that. See, you're not gonna see it. It's gonna go just like that. Okay, it's already embedded in there, and it's gonna look cool. You're not gonna see just the empty tacky stuff. What I'm saying here, I'll show you quick what I meant, you know. Okay, let's remove this guy here and drop this one in. You see how that's gonna look tacky? The screw hanging there, that's not the right screw for it, but I just trying to demonstrate or illustrate what's going on here. So it's gonna be really tacky. I don't want that, so I decided to incorporate these kind of round like a cylinders that is gonna be like this, and get the charge controller going. All right, like and subscribe. jwsolarusa. Thanks for watching. So the other thing I'm gonna do, this is where the wire is gonna come through on this hole, since it's already there. I don't know if I can have like a seal that's gonna prevent the wire from being cut, you know, by rubbing all the way. But since that was the original made, it's not like it's really sand well. It's not like any sharp object or corners, but there's a possibility on the bottom here, if the wires keep rubbing constantly for years or months or whatever, it depends how you go through this stuff. You have to go in there all the time, so it's gonna probably be a problem. Anyway, this is what it is, and it's gonna stay like this. And these fuses are all active. I sprayed them. They used to have, I think it's, like I said, it came from like a radio station or something, like a transmitter here. And this is the AC side. For the, I can do this for the charge controller inverter, if the inverter would have fit in here like a small inverter, and I would have embedded the inverter in here instead of the bus bar. I'll take the bus bar out of here. I would have used just a 2-star bus bar. But since the charge controller is coming here, the inverter is coming here, the batteries are coming here as well, I might as well utilize this. Then I have a ground here. You can see the ground sign right there. So for grounding, you know, I can ground this entire cabinet. So these ones I can able to tie, or maybe use this for a little DC thing, like a light or switches for how you call it, cigarette lighters or chargers. So instead of utilizing, I can use these ones here. They're there as well, but just probably utilize this if I want to use all the grounds, ground the charge controller, ground this inverter, and all the good stuff. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more to come live here at jwsolarusa, and see you on the next one. I just showed you how we wire a charge controller that is going to be incorporated to the this portable generator here on the wheels. Alright guys, this is how far we've come to set up the DIY portable generator and generator on wheels. So this is how I've done. Get the charge controller mounted, the midnitesolar kit, and they got a bus bar here that takes up to 250 amps. And here's the battery pack, and here's the charge controller. It's mounted on the back. So these are the wires going to the solar. Solar is going to be connected into this. So trying to make this nicer. If this charge controller would have been inside here where the bus bar is, then that would be nice. But the only thing, I cannot see the power production. I cannot get any numbers at all, unless if I install a Whispang Junior, which I can able to see all the what's going on here. So the charge controller being in, but still it would have been difficult for me to see. So those holes right there would have been favorable spot for me to get the charge controller wires. But the other hole right here, the battery wire is going to be going in there to come to the bus bar to power the charge controller. But before going there, I might have another work I have to do by putting up, maybe trying to cut here, or maybe utilize these holes if you're gonna take a midnight breaker. If it's the same height here, I can put a midnight breakers here, maybe 2 of them for the inverter and the charge controller. Okay, then I have to have the main disconnect for the batteries. So I have to have a switch, which I have to designate probably on the side here to kill the power, to shut off the entire equipment at the same time, simultaneously, if something about to happen. Okay, well, this is the build. I hope you like, and subscribe to my channel for more videos coming your way live here at jwsolarusa in Minnesota. Love you guys all. And till next time, when we're going to be taking the other part of the video in the next level. Like and subscribe. Bye for now. Volkswagen e-Golf standing there waiting to do something. About to do some work. Well guys, this is how the box is going to look like after setting the cover, and all the batteries are covered, and this is how it looks like. I have to probably try to repaint it again, but who cares? Maybe it stays like that. It's gonna be probably on the road or somewhere else. It's gonna be having all scratches anyway, so I just want to make it decent. But it's like a beige color. I didn't even sand it, anything. I just decided to go put a primer there by Rust-Oleum. This is for high heat, 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is what I did. So charge controller is going to be here. We're going to see there is no place yet for the inverter, but if we don't even use this thing for an inverter, to carry inverter, then it's just going to be a battery power station. So it has a charge controller here by itself, and we're going to have the battery on the other box that I showed you before, and we are working on it. We can put the inverter right there. Like and subscribe. Let me show you the other box. Alright guys, this is the other box right here, and remember I was working on this, and this one came from a radio station as well, and you see I've made videos on it, and even when I paint it, and I have an inverter right here, and this is a 600 watt inverter, 12 volt. So I have the 3 of them. So maybe it's about time. Then I'm gonna be utilizing the 2 inverters inside this box. So guys, who knows? So what I'm gonna do, I probably just after that I'm gonna put this plexiglass up here. You've seen these videos, you've seen this box multiple times. Or I can take the put some other batteries here in the near future inside here to help, which I can just take output here and tied it to the bus bar on the other battery bank. So this one is designated purposely for the inverters, or that one is for the batteries and charge controller. So what do you think, guys? If you like what you're seeing, then it's easy just to have the Midnight Whizbang Junior on this other side here with a shunt. So it's gonna be ready here and probably tied to the battery there, or it's gonna be on the battery side, whatever it is. But guys, this is the plan, and this one is already mounted. I don't want to take it off, and we'll see how things go. I might probably throw just the 2 inverters in here. Let me show you the other inverters. Speaking about the 2 inverters, here they are, and you guys have seen them before, and you guys seen how I designed them, trying to make the 12 volt. I might probably take this and utilize them, or take this 1 volt in and put it on top of that box and just screw it on top of it. The inverter is going to be on top of this, and we're going to have another batteries underneath, and that box is going to have a casting wheels. But I don't know, I might probably put the inverters inside and keep everything and get this the terminals. If this one gonna get inside there without disrupting, I haven't tried yet, and we can go with that and set the 1 volt system inside our box because it's vented and it's gonna have more air circulation, and this is the plan. Or I can take this one of these inverters here and just mount it on top of this, flushing it on top of here, and the inverter is going to be on top there, and make it portable and use the output power, which is the outlet, this one here with a GFCI, to plug somewhere. But it's not going to be that nice if I have to have all these things stays like this. I can just plug direct from here, or if it's really conducive or it's nice to do, or else I can just build one box as a tower, just like this. It has the Volkswagen e-Golf batteries there, and everything's just gonna look just like this. So tell me what you think. What's your opinions, or what do you think I can do what I just explained to you? If you guys found it really interesting, and we can go from there. I can just throw the inverter maybe on the side of the box. Then the inverter gonna be there, and drill some holes here. That's gonna take the DC wires for the terminals all the way inside. Or I don't know, I can use a flexible this guy here. I can use this flexible stuff to get the wires there so they can be all tacky. Everything gonna be really nice. So I have a different options or ideas how I want to build this thing, and I want to get it done. And look at this thing, guys. Look at these cylinders I was talking about, and now the screws already in there, and everything looks good. So tell me what you think, what I can do with this, and I'll just explain the entire theory. If we can have the other charge controllers or the inverter on the other box there, and we could probably throw some extra batteries there later, and it's fine. Or maybe the one inverter is gonna be there, that's fine, and we get the extra batteries in there, and we're gonna just route another thing there as parallel them in the other part here, so that they can increase the capacity. All right, so tell me what you think, and like and subscribe. Sorry the video is kind of long, but I want to just explain to you what I'm doing, and maybe you guys can have more extra inputs, ideas, what you think, and maybe can change the entire perspective how about to do this thing. Okay? Love you guys all. Bye for now.